came to me, it's innuendo. It's misogynistic innuendo. When the president says, ikaw, saan ka umuuwi? Ba't ka ginagabi? Saan ka nagtatagal na bahay? That's innuendo. So, and so I won't even go to
Yan
the
ang dating sa'yo. Kasi binibigyan mo ng malisyosong
So, sir, ano ibig sabihin nun?
ano
Ano po
ibig sabihin nun?
kasi sinasabi ni Presidente, sa gabi, ako nagtatrabaho. Hindi ako natutulog eh. Hindi ba? Night person nga siya. Kaya tinatanong ikaw, anong ginagawa mo? Bakit naman hindi mag-a-accept pa na yun kung sinisiraan ka? You mean to tell me you deprive the President to respond back to anything said against him in his governance?
The presidential chief legal counsel has since apologized to Robredo for accusing her of freeloading on a government plane for a relief operation in Bicol. Citing information from Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, Panelo earlier claimed that Robredo made it seem like certain relief goods came from her when she simply traveled with the goods aboard a C-130 Air Force plane. Robredo vehemently denied this, saying she never used a C-130 plane in any relief effort initiated by the OVP. Lorenzana later on retracted his statement and apologized to Robredo upon finding out that the vice president was in fact telling the truth. Panelo followed suit with his own apology but insisted that he was only sorry for using false information. Still, Panelo insisted that Robredo is in the wrong for making it appear that she's the only one hard at work and not the president.
She has been releasing statements and making us believe that she is in control. She makes it appear she's the only one working and distributing relief goods. And the president is just lying idle there.
Pfizer's wrapped up its COVID-19 vaccine trials with an impressive 95% success rate. Pfizer and BioNTech are expected to secure emergency authorization to distribute their vaccine in the US and Europe in the next few weeks. This is after final trial results showed that the vaccine had a 95% success rate and no serious side effects. The drug makers say that the shot was well tolerated across different ages and ethnicities. They're also saying that the only adverse side effect was fatigue, which affected less than 4% of the vaccine's recipients. And as Pfizer eyes commercial release of its vaccine soon, the Philippines is still scrambling to find enough funds to secure its procurement. The president earlier said we already have enough budget to procure enough vaccine shots for everyone, but Senator Pia Cayetano says the budget does not yet cover the costs of storage and distribution. During the budget deliberations at the Senate, Cayetano said the Health Department's proposed 212 billion peso 2021 budget does not include funding for supply chain-related expenses in the procurement of the COVID vaccine. Cayetano also said these additional expenses include storage facilities for the vaccine, transportation costs, as well as necessary training for vaccinators. But the lawmaker also said that there's nothing to worry about because the Finance Department already confirmed that there are enough loan facilities available for this purpose. Senator Richard Gordon revealed that the Red Cross is being asked to pull out its swab test facility at the NAIA. In yesterday's budget hearing, Gordon said he's willing to comply, though he did not explicitly identify who made this request. The lawmaker says his only wish is for health officials to address the alleged overpricing of the mandatory swab tests for arriving travelers, which includes OFWs. Gordon reiterated claims that some testing centers charge between 10 to 20,000 pesos for the PCR tests, when the Red Cross only charges 3,500 pesos for the same procedure. Senator Pia Cayetano, is vice chairperson of the Senate Finance Committee, says that DOH officials are already looking into these claims, but they have yet to verify if the allegations are true. Gordon then threatened to cut the Health Department's budget if their officials will not recognize that corruption exists among their ranks.
This is really swindling the country in buses, in barangay health centers and all. And I'm tempted now to stop the budget of the Department of Health if they themselves cannot admit that they've been hoodwinked, especially since Secretary of Health has already said that this was a badly planned exercise and that money was lost by the government. This question is simple. Do they agree that there is corruption as a department?
Yes, the answer is yes. The secretary is responding behind me, and he said yes.
Former MMDA Chairman Bayani Fernando filed a bill calling for the revival of the EDSA organized bus route system in Metro Manila. House Resolution 1279 seeks to designate the two outer lanes in either side of EDSA as dedicated yellow lanes for city buses. Provincial buses would only be allowed on the third lane. Based on this proposed bill, public buses must also be given priority at four-way intersections. Under the same system, the buses will have to follow regular arrival and departure schedules based on a strict dispatching system. Fernando says the goal is to move buses twice or thrice faster than other vehicles at all times. The PNP Highway Patrol Group installed orange cones along bike lanes in Quezon Avenue today to promote the safety of cyclists. This is in commemoration of the International Road Traffic Victims Day. To tell us about this, JC Cosico joins us live from Quezon City. JC, what's the latest?
Sean, in celebration of the World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims, the PNP-HPG held a symbolic marking at the bike lane along Quezon Avenue today. The move is meant to reduce road crash deaths and injuries, particularly vulnerable road users, to include cyclists and pedestrians. The PNP Highway Patrol Group notes a series of accidents involving them were very alarming, with around 32 deaths recorded daily in 2019. Apart from the green demarcation line that separates the bike lane from that of private vehicle lanes, orange cones were also placed for the safety of bikers. Cyclists were also reminded to wear helmets as part of the strict enforcement on the use of bike lanes. Penalties will be meted out to violators who will encroach in the bike lane. That's why motorists were told to utilize the lanes assigned to them to ensure road safety. Sean, the PNP-HPG says hundreds of personnel were deployed to ensure the compliance of motorists to traffic laws. And we also talked to some bikers, and they welcomed this move, saying it is for their safety. Back to you.
Thank you, JC. That was JC Cosico joining us live from Quezon City. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao, and we are One News.